In this video, I'm going to show you how to edit my default coronavirus impact planning infographic to add a set of nearby location summaries and the map to the actual cases, including the interactive pop-ups. The first thing I need to do is to find the authoritative Johns Hopkins layer, which is published in the Living Atlas. To do that, we're going to find the URL by looking for the map called Coronavirus COVID-19, where the owner is CSSE_GIS and data. It will come up in your list, and obviously you want to search in the Living Atlas, not just your local organization. When you find the map, which is viewed about 1.2 million times, click on it, and then we're going to navigate to the bottom to copy the service ID. Click on copy to add that to our buffer. You'll notice that this map is the authoritative Johns Hopkins service, and you can see the additional information associated with that contained within the description. In Business Analyst, I'm going to open up the project I created called First Time. You'll notice I'm now in the US, and here is the project called First Time with all of the layers. I'm going to click on Add Data, Web Maps and Layers, and navigate to the Living Atlas. I'm now just going to paste in the URL that I copied and hit return. You can now see that the coronavirus layers have been added to the map, including the deaths, cases, and cases by country. But you'll also notice that I'm zoomed into Russia. Let's just leave this layer on for the moment. Click close and use the zoom window up here to zoom to King County, Washington, where I'm going to perform my analysis. And now we've got the cases with all the pop-ups available with all of those details and attributes. The next thing I'm going to do is to start to edit the existing infographic, which is shared within Business Analyst. To do that, click on Reports, and then go to Build Reports, Build Infographics. It will load a set of standard templates. What you want to do is add a template by browsing the gallery and find at the bottom the coronavirus infographic, which should be in the third row, second column, and simply click Add. The graphic is then in your My Templates folder. Click on that and then click to open the infographic. And here it is. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to edit off the frame off this map. Hover over the map until you see Edit Shape and then click X to remove it. This will leave just the dark grey canvas. We're going to edit this to change our map. Click Change Map. And if we go to ArcGIS, one of the things you'll see at the bottom is the map recently added. That's in your project. Click OK, and it should add that. Click Apply, and we've now added the COVIS map into our system. Over here, we're going to replace one of these existing tables or infographic panels with what we call a nearby. So click on the two arrows, and then click Nearby. Because we've already added the layer to our project, we can simply use that to navigate to our map and the elements we want to add. And the first nearby we want to create is associated with deaths. So click on Deaths. It'll bring on the nearby panel, and we're going to say that what we're interested in is the country and region, the province and state in this case, the number of deaths, people that have recovered, and the number of confirmed cases. I'm going to click Next. We don't want to apply any filters. We want to show this as a summary. Click Apply, and it will be added to our map. And obviously at the moment it's a little big, but don't worry about that. We're going to set some options first. The key thing we need to summarize by is deaths. What we're also going to do is we're going to change the icon. Simply click on it, navigate to shapes and icons, click medical. We're going to use this emergency medical service symbol. I'm going to leave it the same size, but what we're going to do is we're going to change the color. I'm going to use red in this case, and we're going to click on the text here to make it the same color. And the last thing we're going to change is the text associated with deaths. So simply click on that. What we're going to do is center it vertically, and we're going to change the color from gray to white. Click apply, and everything's now done associated with this. Now to resize it, I'm going to use the cog icon, and I'm going to leave it at 100 pixels high, but I'm going to change the width to 102. And see, now it's automatically resized, and I can keep the text and everything preserved while resizing it. So now that's the first of our edits made. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to save this infographic. I'm going to maintain the existing name, the Coronavirus Impact Planning Report. Click Save and overwrite it. And that infographic is going to be stored in the My Templates area. But before it saves, one of the important options I can do is to set this as the default infographic, which is run every single time I click on a location. So I'm going to set this option as I want to make this a default. I'm going to click OK. And here is this infographic in My Templates. Well, that's pretty much all of the hard work done. So let's test this infographic by clicking on Maps. And before I start, what I want to do is just remove this layer from our map. So click on Clear Maps, and let's remove all the coronavirus mapping from the background. Use the search window to add a boundary, and then click on King County, Washington. You'll see it's now created a shape with our pop-ups. We click on Infographics. An infographic will be run using our default template that we've just established, and here it is with the number of deaths in the county. I can click on Explore for more, and here's all the information I just added. The number of deaths, number of people that recovered and confirmed deaths. I could print this if I wanted to. I could filter it based on different attributes, and the map itself is completely interactive. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some additional panels by duplicating the deaths item. To do that, I'm going to hit the pen icon up here at the top, which is the Edit Infographic capability. So here's my infographic loaded. What I now need to do is simply click on the cog item to duplicate the panel. I'm going to reposition it, click on Edit, and then use the Edit Infographic style to change my deaths to number of people that have recovered. Then I click on the deaths part and simply change that to recovered. Click on the icon to change its color. In this case, what I might want to set it to is orange. And then click Apply. You'll notice I also need to change the color now associated with that text. I can do it in exactly the same way. Simply click it and then add the new color associated with that. And then I'm just going to do this a third time by duplicating this latest panel, moving it. It automatically gets assigned. Click on the style. In this case, I'm going to put confirmed cases. For confirmed cases, I'm going to use white as the color. Take the item and make this text white as well. Click Apply. Let's just check that everything was okay by clicking on this. Click on the More Options here, and you can see that this is confirmed. So what I need to do is just edit the panel and change this to confirmed. So you can see once you get familiar with it, it's really quick to set all these options, duplicate the templates. So let's now click Save. Let's save it on top of the existing infographic using the same name and add it back in to My Templates area. And now this time I can dismiss this panel, all these options, because I really don't need this pop-up coming up every single time. Here's our new infographic with all the edits, and you can see it in the thumbnail. So I'm just simply going to click on Maps, click on the King County area, and I'll see the new infographic with my deaths, people who have recovered, and my confirmed cases. This infographic also contains a second page, and you can navigate it by clicking Next Page up here in the top right hand side. And you'll notice the second page contains the original information. If you'd like to replace these elements with the nearbys you've just copied, simply click on the pen icon again to edit the infographic. In the infographic, when it comes up, we're going to navigate to the second page. In this case, we're going to edit and use Replace to copy a panel from another template. We're going to go into My Templates, navigate to our coronavirus template, and copy the items that we want, in this case, deaths. Now you'll notice that it's the original size, so remember we changed this to 100 by 100. We can simply do that and apply it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add another element. In this case, we're going to copy a panel from another template. Click on My Elements, My Templates, click Open, go to the first page. In this case, we're going to add Recovered, and it's applied alongside. I'm going to repeat that again. Go back to My Templates, click on Coronavirus, and now we'll add Confirmed. And so now we've added all of those cases to the second page. Click Save, and everything will be duplicated across those two pages. So here we are back at that template. Click Maps, click Infographics. It's going to generate the infographic for us. And let's navigate to the second page, and you can see that those deaths recovered and confirmed have added automatically to the second page. So one last thing we might want to do is to change the background here associated with this map, to change it to the grey canvas. To do that, simply edit the infographic again, hover on top of Edit the Map. We can change the map itself, and the base map we can navigate down to the dark grey base map, click Apply, click Save, overwrite it again, and now go back to Maps, click on Infographics, and you'll see that this time it's added the dark grey base map into it. So I hope you found this video useful. There are many more things we can do to customize this infographic, but go and play. Use the Learn Lessons for Business Analysts and the Help pages to explore and expand this to make this infographic your own. Thank you, and I'll see you in other videos.